See dear friends, in first lesson we studied about electric charge and electric field. Now see our lesson number 1 and 2 are part of electrostatics. That means electric charge are at rest. Okay, so in these two lessons we have to study phenomena associated with stationary charges. Okay, now see our lesson electrostatic potential and capacitance. Now see the word potential. See in the 10th standard you have some basic definition. Okay, in the broad sense the potential means capacity or energy to do work. Okay, or what can be the effect of a stationary charge on another charge. Okay, that is a simple definition of potential. So we will study this in detail now. And about the capacitance. See, a capacitance is a simple device. It is a charge storing device. It stores energy in form of electric field. Now in our day-to-day life, number of times we come across capacitance. These are commercial application, but in this lesson we have to study the principle behind this. Now we start with the potential. See the word electrostatic potential or potential have the same meaning. Now consider electric field of a charge Q. Let us say Q charge is here, is stationary. Now lesson, see the region around the electric charge in which the effect of the charge prevails is called electric field. Now consider a unit positive charge, that is Q0 or Q1. Now let us say our source charge is a positive charge. Now we know our test charge is always unit positive charge. So what type of force will be there? See, these are like charges. Now between like charges there is a force of repulsion. Now suppose we have to bring this test charge or a unit positive charge in the electric field of the source charge. Now let us say Q is our source charge. Now as we have seen, there is a repulsive force. Suppose we have to bring this Q charge in the electric field of the source charge, we have to do work against the repulsive force. That work done is nothing but potential. Now in our work power energy lesson, we saw that whenever we have to move one object from one place to another, see, we have to do some work. Here also, to bring this test charge in the electric field of the source charge, that is a unit that is Q. Now see, Q may be positive or negative, that we have seen earlier. Now our test charge, we know, always a unit positive charge. So that phenomena we have to study this into detail. So we define electrostatic potential or simply potential like this. See, work done in bringing unit positive charge from infinite distance to a given point in electric field against the field. Given point in electric field against the field is called electrostatic potential or potential at that point. So how do we define electrostatic potential or electric potential or potential? See, work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinite distance to a given point in the electric field against the field is called the electrostatic potential at that point. Now, in simple definition, this you have studied earlier in the 10th standard also. So, in that case, our V is W upon Q. That is a work done per unit charge. Okay. Now, by using this, we can determine its unit and dimensional formula. So, unit of potential will be work is measured in joules and charge is in coulomb. It is joule per coulomb. Okay, that is the unit of the potential. Now about the dimensional formula. See, joule, we know dimensional formula is m1 L2 T minus 2. Charge is Q. This will be m1 L2 T minus 2, Q minus 1. We also know that Q is equal to IT. So it is m1 L2 T minus 3, A minus 1. Okay. Now remember, see, the potential is a scalar quantity. Okay. So this is the basic about the potential. See, the potential is work done in bringing a unit positive charge from an infinite distance to a given point in electric field against the field is called the electrostatic potential, or simply potential at that point. We know. So by using this, W is equal to VQ, V is W upon Q. See, we obtain the unit and dimension. See, now we have defined the electric potential in the broad sense. Now, next we have to derive the equation of potential due to different charge distribution. Okay. Now, but we start with the simplest thing, that is the electric potential due to point charge. Now, let us say point charge Q is kept at the origin. Let point charge Q is placed at. Okay, now see our unit positive charge. Let us say, see, it is at the r dash distance. Let unit positive charge, that is Q0 is plus 1, is at r dash distance. Now, see, what will be the force between this? Now this is the force, you know, it is K. See, this is our source charge. See, the test charge is 1 upon r dash square upon r dash. See, this is again by the Coulomb's law, you know. Now, let us say, see, this unit positive charge is displaced by delta r distance. Now we have seen earlier, work done is force into displacement. Let unit charge is displaced by delta r dash. The work done is F into delta r dash. Now we know the work done is force into displacement. Now okay, so now we have written in terms of the unit vector. Now you know, see, the position vector is from the origin and the unit positive charge is displaced against this, so that's why we'll have a negative sign. That's why we'll have a negative sign. Now you know the r caret value is 1. This is also 1. So now the work done is minus kq upon r dash square into v. Okay. Now see, by a series of small displacement, see, we bring this unit positive charge from infinite to r distance. So here let us say for a small displacement we call work as dw. Okay, from series of small displacement, unit positive charge is brought from r is equal to infinite to r is equal to 1. Why? Because our point A, where we have to find out potential as a position vector of r. So what we do, the total work done to bring the charge from r is equal to infinite to r is equal to r can be obtained by using integration. Okay, so okay. Now see what is the integration of 1 upon r. Okay, see that is following the rule of integration. R raised to n dr is r raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now see here, see 1 upon r square is r raised to minus 2. So if I find out integration, okay, this is how we can find out the integration of 1 upon r square. Okay, so that is k cube into 1 upon r okay. Now see this negative sign has cancelled. Now we substitute the values k cube 1 upon r minus 1 upon infinite. Now you know very well 1 upon infinite is 0. So k cube by r. Now see this is the formula for the potential at a point P which has a position vector r. So this is how we can obtain the equation of potential due to point charge V is equal to k q upon r. Now see we have derived formula of electric potential due to point charge is V is equal to k q by r square. Now let us take an example based on this. Now let us say, see the 50 microcoulomb charge is at the origin. See we have to find out potential at point 1, 2, 4. Let us say. Now see this will be our position vector. Now see our charge q is 50 microcoulomb. 50 into minus 6, that is 5 into 10 to minus 5. Okay. Now see the r we can obtain by distance formula. See that is 1 minus 0 whole square, 2 minus 0 whole square. Okay. Now this is the value of r. See we use the formula V is equal to k q by r. 9 into 10 to 9. Okay, this is how we can obtain the formula. This is how we can obtain the electric potential due to point charge. Now see, just now we have derived formula of electric potential due to point charges, and we saw an example based on this. Now see, next is see we have to derive electric potential due to electric dipole. Now we know a dipole is system of two equal and opposite charges separated by finite distance. So let us say our charge plus q and second is minus charge q separated by 2a distance. Now this is the center of the dipole. See we have to obtain potential at point P which has a position vector of r from the center. Now see the from charge q plus q, let us say distance is r1, and from charge minus q, let us say distance is r. Now see we use the formula V is equal to k. See the charge is plus q. What is the V is equal to, see there are two charges, 2 point charge we can say it is, so we can say it is V1 plus V2. So now K plus Q charge and distance is R1, K minus Q charge upon distance is R2. So it is KQ 1 upon R1 minus R2. Now see this is a mathematical term, okay, you have studied in the mathematics, or see we have to remember the cosine formula. See the cos theta formula is like this, b square plus u square minus a square upon 2bc. So by using this we can say a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2b cos theta. So by using this, see this distance r1 square is r square. What is r? Is the distance from the center of the dipole. See, r is equal to r square plus a square minus 2ar cos theta. Okay, now what we do? We take r square common, so r square upon r square plus see what we have done, divide and multiply. So we can simplify r square 1 plus a square upon r square minus 2a cos theta upon r. Okay, now we know r is very large compared to a. Why? Because see, by definition dipole is a system of 2 point charges, two equal and opposite point charges separated by finite distance. So see, r is very large compared to a. So that's why see, a upon r whole square will be very less compared to a. Okay, a upon r square will be very. So that's why we can neglect. So hence a square upon r square is neglected. So that's why it will be 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r. Now this is r1 square. So now we take square root. So r1 is equal to r 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r is to 1 by 2. Now see, in equation we require 1 upon r1. So if I take a reciprocal, okay, minus 1. Now see, we use the binomial theorem. 1 plus x to power n is 1 plus nx. Okay, so this power will become multiplier. So 1 upon r1 is 1 upon r 1 minus minus plus 2a cos theta of 2. So what we see here, these two will get cancelled. Okay, now 1 upon r1 is 1 upon r 1 plus a cos theta. See, by using the same principle we can obtain 1 upon r2 also. 1 upon r 1 minus a cos theta upon r. Okay, now we substitute value of 1 upon r1 and 1 upon r2. So v is equal to k cube. 1 upon r1 is 1 upon r 1 minus 1 plus a cos theta upon r minus okay. Now we simplify. See, 1 upon r is common here. So what is left? A cos theta okay. This one is also cancelled. K by r. See, this will be 2a cos theta upon r. Okay. Now we know r upon into r is r square. Again k q into 2a cos theta upon r square. So our denominator has become r square. Now we know very well q into 2a is dipole moment p. Okay, okay, that is a vector quantity. So we can simplify as v is equal to a p cos theta upon r square. Okay. Now see, we have studied earlier unit vector magnitude is 1. Now if you multiply by 1, there is no change the value. So right now this is a unit vector r caret. Okay, right now we do not write in the vector form. First we write q into 2a is dipole moment p. Okay, so if I multiply with r caret, no change in this value. Now recall the property of the dot product. AB cos theta is A dot B. So similarly here also A r caret upon r square. So this is the formula for electric potential due to electric dipole. Now P is nothing but our dipole moment, r caret is unit vector. So V is equal to K P r caret into r square. Now see, in point charge, V was equal to potential due to point charge is V is K2 by r. Okay, so point charge V varies as 1 by r. Okay, but contrary to this, here V is inversely proportional to r square. See that we have to keep in mind. So this is nothing but electric potential due to electric dipole. See, very important theory, can be asked in the examination also. Okay, now see, we take example 2.1, okay, that is based on electric potential due to point charge. Now see, charge Q is value is 4 into 10 to minus 7 coulomb. See, we have to find out point P. Okay, let us say we can take in the one dimension also. Okay, Q charge is here, R is 9 centimeter, point P is here. We have to find out potential. So now V is equal to KQ by R. Okay, this is a potential due to point charge Q at a distance of 9 centimeter. Now see the second part of the question, that 2 into 10 to minus 9 coulomb charges from infinite distance to a point P. What is the work done? Okay, now see, we have to remember this formula very well. W is equal to VQ. See, that will be using number of times. So work done is potential. Charge Q is 2 into 10 to minus 9, 8 into 10 to minus 5. Work done is VQ. Now see the third part of the question. See, the work done depend on the path. See, the work done do not depend on the path, because see, the electric field is conservative. Now see, remember, see, the gravitational field and electric field are conservative field, in which the work done to move a charge from one point to another point do not depend on the path followed, but only depend on the final and initial position. Now see our example 2.2. Now see, 2 point charges, Q1 is 3 into 10 to minus 8 coulomb and Q2 is minus 2 into 10 to minus 8 coulomb. See, separated by 15 centimeters. See, we have to find out at what distance on the line joining the two charge, see, the potential will be 0. See, there are two possibilities here. Let potential is 0. Between the two charges, let us say at a point P, which is at a distance of x from Q1. See, the total distance is 15 centimeter. So from Q2 it will be 15 minus x. Now you know V is equal to V1 plus V2 is 0. That is given condition. Why? Because the condition says that potential is 0. Only we have to find out the distance. Now point charge formula, V is equal to KQ by R. So we substitute K into Q1 upon R1, Q2 upon R2. Now K is cancelled. See, Q1 is 3 into 10 to minus 8. Okay, potential is 0 at a distance of x from Q1. Let potential is 0 at a distance x from Q1. So Q1 is this, R1 distance is x, minus 2 into 10 to minus x upon. Now what we see here, minus 8 is cancelled, so it is 3 upon x is equal to 2 upon 15 minus x. Okay, that is 2x is x is 9 centimeter from Q. Now this is the first possibility. So here we assume that point P is lying between the two charges. Let us say we assume that the point P dash is outside the two charges. So second possibility, let potential 0 at point P dash on left of Q. Okay. Now we assume that point P dash is on the left of the Q1. Distance be x dash. Now we assume that point P dash is left to this, and we let us say call distance is x dash that we have seen. Now this distance is 15 centimeter again. Again, this is the first charge, and a second charge V is equal to V1 plus V2 is 0. See, that is a given our condition. Now that will be KQ upon R1, Q1 upon R1, KQ2 upon R2 is 0. K is again cancelled. Q1 is 3 into 10 to minus 8. See, the distance is x dash minus 2 into 10 to minus 8. See, distance will be from Q2, the point P dash will be at a distance of 15 plus x dash. 15 plus x dash is equal to 0. Now this we can again cancel. So that will be 3 upon x dash equal to 2 upon 15 plus x dash. So 2x dash is 3 into, okay, 2x dash is minus x dash is 45. Now see, the negative value shows that, okay, our point P dash is left to the origin. So in that case, we can call this is x is equal to 0. Right hand side we consider positive, and left hand side can be considered negative. So potential is 0 at a distance of minus 45 centimeter. See, this is our second answer. Now, see, we have seen example number 2.1 and 2.2. Now we take some VSQ. Now we know we have to remember potential is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now let us say Q charge as vertex A and B of an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now let us say charge Q and Q are kept on the vertex A and B. Let us say length of the side of a triangle is R. See, we have to find out potential at C. Now, see, the potential is a scalar quantity. Here we have got two charges, so V is equal to V1 plus V2. That is KQ upon R. Okay. Now the distance between Q and our point C is R. Similarly, here also the distance between charge Q and R is KQ by R. So that is 2KQ. Now, this can be asked and comma. Now, secondly, potential at the midpoint of the dipole suppose they ask potential at midpoint of the dipole. Now see, a dipole we know is a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by finite distance. So now this O is a midpoint, that is the center of the dipole. So the distance will be R and R. Now again, V is equal to KQ by R plus KQ by, see, the distance will be 2A. Okay. Now this will get the value as 0. So we have to remember at the center of the dipole potential is 0. Now suppose we take one more example. Q charge is at the each corner of a square of length R. Okay. See, we have to find out potential at the center of the square. Now here at the center we have to find out. Now see, center we have to find out potential. Now we know there are 4 point charges. See, each will have, let us say vertex I call A, B, C, D. So from center, distance of each vertex will be equal. So we can say R is equal to OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. Now see the length is R. See this AC will be the diagonal and our OA, OB, OC, OD will be equal. That will be half of the diagonal. So in that case our R dash will be half root 2 R upon, let us say for simplicity we take A as the length of the side. So R will be root 2A, R will be root 2A upon 2. That will be A upon root 2. Okay. Now see there are 4 point charges which are a source charge. So V is equal to 4 into KQ by R. Okay. Now 4 KQ, R is A upon root 2. Okay. So it is root 2 into 4 KQ upon A. Now so you can simplify this. K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. So this will be cancelled. So root 2 Q upon pi epsilon 0 A will be the potential at the center of the square when Q charge is placed at each vertex of the square.